The word indigenous was not actually introduced by the University of Jamaica. It was not introduced by the curriculum or any of the general mainstream educational circle. And that is why the word is given up. We are not being able to properly identify the characteristics of the word. Now, it became important in Jamaica because of the Maroons. It started out because the Maroons leased their land to England. We were told in colonial information that the land was plundered by England, but that is not true. Now, to understand the importance and the meaning of indigenous people is to understand that indigenous people has a history by law that covers approximately 350 years. The Jamaican society was officiated and bestowed by the United Nations as Indigenous People Community in 1991. Now, how we became indigenous is still a very questionable situation, but a lot of folks are very happy to say, quote unquote, I'm indigenous. Oh, we are the indigenous people. And you hear all of that. It's nice to say that you are. But among the people that is called indigenous, there is not one person who can explain the characteristics and how and why it was bestowed to Jamaica. Now, it was bestowed to Jamaica because the treaty that was signed in Jamaica, no one have ever seen it. Now this is surprising. A lot of persons make conclusions. I don't like the Maroons because the treaty says this, the treaty says that. I'm sorry. No one have ever seen the treaty. The reason why, because the treaty was taken back to England by two lawyers, two esquires. These two lawyers brought it back to England. Why? It was brought back to England because England was fighting Jamaica for too long. And when you fight a country for more than 99 years, it would mean that your country would lose the land rights to the other country that you are fighting for too long. Well, that's the importance of the treaty. So England fought the Maroons. The first 50 years was the longest ceasefire in the world. So that is why Jamaican army is known to be the best in the world, because of statistics, not because of size. Good. Because we had the longest ceasefire in the world, 50 years. When the first 50 years, Kojo, Iligimo Kojo of the Maroons, became the new leader, the captain of the war. People say Maroons are not intelligent. It was not